Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I have not been on for a little bit. My webcam died and I had to get another one. I set it up last night and I recorded a video. And it was full of mistakes. This thing is supposed to be, they say it's plug and play. It is not plug and play. So I had to do a lot of finagling between it and OBS Studio, because when I first turned it on, all it would do was zoom into a space about this big, and it was all blurry. I'm not real sure about the focus on this thing. And I had a friend tell me this thing, it does not autofocus. You have to use the focus button on the remote if you're getting like up close with something. So we'll see how that works out. I was showing my Crafty haul of stuff, the things I've gotten in the past couple of weeks. Cut my finger on a little piece that was sticking off of a die, bled everywhere. It was just like, so it was funny, but it wasn't funny. And so I was trying to like put a piece of paper towel around it and fasten it in place with some mint tape. So anyway, and I kept holding things upside down to the camera because with my other webcam, anything that was here, I think it would show on the video like kind of upside down because I have to sit here and I have to have my camera up here. So anyway, we are going to get started again with my Crafty haul. So everything is open. A lot of this stuff is already out of the packages. But here we go. I ordered this stuff from Coco Rosa Studio. I don't order very much from them. But I do have a few of their things, and I actually like their dies for the most part. You have to be careful sometimes when you're, so they'll have like dies to cut out like a fancy fold type card. And you have to make sure that it's actually an A2 and not like small, an odd size card. But anyway, I think they call this a sunflower border or something. But anyway, this is a sunflower die. Does like half a sunflower. So you can like butt it up against a piece of, well, I can't even show you. But anyway, I'm looking forward to cutting this out and making some cards with it. So I'll tell you, say this was an A2 size card. So you might have a strip of paper here along your A2 card, and you would cut this sunflower out and butt it up against there. So anywho, y'all are card makers, you probably know what I mean. This I have nothing at all like this. It's a little guitar, but it has a scene of, it's got trees and water and a little sun there. So I might have to color it all in, or like cut it several times and then cut it apart to get different colors for the different things. But I'm interested to see what I can do with that. This I really love. I've already taken it out and put it on a magnetic sheet. And this is, excuse me, I'm talking here. I've already cut out some of these and used them. And this is the Hugs die. It's really pretty. Tell you what, let's try out this focus here. Oh, yeah, there we go. Excuse me, sir. Yes, I love you too. Then we have, the cat is not new. I've had him. This is another sentiment. This would go like on a 5x7 card. Would be great. I don't make a lot of 5x7s. Oh, I hate that double-sided tape. This is the one I scratched myself on somehow. Getting them out last night. Boy, did I ever bleed. Anyway, it's a happy birthday. I don't even have a scrap piece. I cleaned off my desk. Aha, I do have one scrap. So you have this happy birthday. You have this, so you can cut out a frame around these, or just use it by itself for big oval. And then you have this thank you. And I like the font. And I like it that it cuts out that the word with the frame. And I think that might look real pretty with cutting your shadow out of a solid piece and your thank you out of patterned, or vice versa. Pattern paper and then coordinating cardstock. Or do one in gold. So anywho, let me just put all this stuff back in the envelope. Those need to go on a magnet sheet. And they're just going to go beside me. This, I ordered from Unity Stamps because they are always having a sale. And if you see something and it's on sale and you can't buy it right then, it'll come back around and be on sale again sometime. I got this to make a card for my, sorry, I'm doing it again, for my oldest stepson, although it's also going to be great for other people in our family. Let me zoom in on this a little bit. And I love having a zoom that really zooms in, will zoom in close too, because my other webcam, the zoom on it, frankly, sucked. So anywho, it says beer me, and it says another beer older, another beer wiser. So that will do for several of the men in our family. And this is so stinking cute. It's called A Thought Flew By. I love this. Life is ridiculous. So it's got this big-eyed moth or butterfly. And this sentiment really caught my attention because this is me. I'm fluttering by and suddenly forgot why. Oh, hi there, friend, and just a surprise note. But I just think that is so cute. And I love these images with big areas that I can color. I do not much like paper piecing or images with too many teeny tiny things that you have to color in. I like these big bold things to color. Oh, and they were having a special. For every so much you spent, you got a sentiment. And this one says, be cool. I think this one says, you're the best pumpkin in the patch, or something like that. So that was my big Unity purchase. They have some other things on sale this week. Really like, but I just can't afford it because this is my money that for this month right here. This was from Brutus Monroe. It's dangerous for me to go on to Brutus Monroe on Wednesdays during the day when they're doing their live packing. I actually went on there just to get some of these strips. It's their sparkle overlay. It acts kind of like foil, but it's sticky. You just stick it on. It's great. And you can kind of see that one sparkling. That is Sparkle, and it's got some little stars and different shaped stars, I guess. And this one is the Shattered. It is super pretty. And I like these because it's easy just to do a strip. Put it on any color cardstock because it's clear with that. See how that shines? This was a card I made using washi tape, and I've never put a sentiment or anything on it, or embellishments. And I put a piece of that overlay, just stuck it right down on there. And it is so pretty. And just went on over these butterflies. Perfect. It was the perfect size. But while I was in there, they had this as a free gift. It's an acrylic block. It's very thin. I don't know how if I'll be able to work it with my clunky old hands. But also, I thought this would be great for when you want to put just a little bit of ink or paint on and do splatters. Or use it for ink smushing. And put the block to the paper instead of the other way around. So that was free. Then there's this paper. I absolutely love it. Well, I digress. This was a bundle. So you got this pattern paper and these dies. And the dies have the little lemon, the bee, it's cute as all get out, and this snail with the little color wheel. So there are some little tiny pieces, but I do like that it's got all the pieces for the color wheel, so you don't have to sit there cutting out like 5 times for every little piece of the pie there. So anywho, and the bundle came with that and this paper, which is very pretty paper. Like, because I need more pattern paper because I obviously don't have enough. Oh, and they always have this. Oh, there I go again, used to the old camera. They always have this that tells you their cardstocks and things, colors, Brutus Monroe colors that the paper coordinates with. So you've got a honeycomb with little gold, and that's just the yellow honeycomb. You've got these bees and flowers, super cute. And you've got like the little, I don't know what you call that, like where a butterfly or bee or something flew by. You've got this pretty stripy paper with gold, white, and this sort of blue-gray color. It's a beautiful color.
Tomorrow, you'll see mostly sunny weather and can expect a high of 81 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 55 degrees.
Thank you for giving us the weather forecast. I need to turn that off. But anyway, here's the yellow with the little bug trail on it. Here's beehives with flowers and bees. And let's see, that floral is in another one of these papers with a different background, I think. Anyway. Oh, yeah. Is that close to the same? Nope, maybe not. But anyway, I love these colors. I love this teal. I'm not a yellow and orange person very much, but I love this teal and yellow together. So pretty. There's bees and like little daisies. Another bees and beehives without the flowers. And lots of little bees. And then it just starts over. And I have a ton of bee stamps and bee themed things, and I haven't made any cards with them in a while. And I have told myself I'm going to. I need to do sort of another purge or destash, but that's for another day. And finally, I've had my eye on this for a little bit. Oh, I'm so sorry. With my other camera, I had to turn it upside down so y'all could see it the right way. And with this one, I don't have to. And, oops. Hey. There we go. Let's see, so I can get it in the frame here. I think you could easily mask off parts of this stencil and only do one image or maybe two images, either on a background, or I think you could easily stencil these flowers and fussy cut them. You could just stencil this greenery all over a panel. You could do like the berries and then move it so that the greenery is sort of coming out next to the berries. So I think you could sort of move this around, mask it, move it around, and do all kinds of different things, not just stencil it as is. So that's one reason I added this to my stencil collection, because I think you can do a bunch of different, have a bunch of different looks with it. Oh, and I also got this as a free gift. It's the Squeaky Clean Stamp Cleaner in Cherry Slush. So when I run out of my other cleaner, I will use this one. Right now I use the Altenew stamp cleaner, and I absolutely love it. So there's that. Then I have this, which is from, I don't know how she says it, Peltier, Pellettier. Craft Studio. Oh, no, turn it upside down again. Let's see, can I make that focus? Yeah. I have never ordered from this company before, and what I was looking for was this nested die set. It's deckled circles, and I don't have anything close to this. I saw Alicia over at Call Me Crafty Owl use this on this month's sheet load, actually, for some of her cut off circles that go on this month's card sketch. And I loved the way it looked. So I got them. And I actually I've already sent those cards off. I sent a big box of cards to Creative Kindness, but I've already used this to cut some of the circles that I used on some of those cards. And while I was on there, I saw this. It's a collage brush set. And I've kind of been looking for a brush I can use with, sticky stuff. The different collage mediums and glue and things. And I do have these. They're not ideal. They are okay for some things. I got these like a long time ago, I think at Dollar Tree. Somewhere where they were cheap. Anyway, and I have used those. As a matter of fact, I used one of them so much and it got so goopy, I finally just threw it away. Oh, and I also found, so of course I have the sticky mats for my Altenew stamp wheel because it comes with the sticky mat thing. And I also bought another one for just using here. And I have sticky mats that do fit my just regular size Misty, but I didn't have them for the mini Misty. So she had these, I want to say maybe they were $10, and you get 3 in a pack. So I got these also to fit my mini Misty. And I really got this one mostly to take with me when I go off somewhere. I always make sure that whatever projects I take are just for that size. Oh, and she sent me the prettiest card too, a thank you. Sending hugs card. With some of her cards in there. And she even decorated the front of the card. Sweet thank you note. And she stamps the back of her card. And I can send this on to someone else. Sorry, I'm having to learn all over again too to stay in the frame here with this camera. So, matter of fact, I'm going to leave this card out for now. And we'll put these back in the envelope until I can put them away. And oh no, one more thing. I got some happy mail from Alicia over at Call Me Crafty Owl. And I had her card here last night, and now I don't know what I did with it. She sent me a card, a thank you for being a channel member. And of course, aha, here it is. Real pretty. I love this color combo, even though, again, I'm not much of a yellow or orange person. I love this teal and orange together. So pretty. And then just a real nice thank you inside. She did not put her stamp on the back. But wait, there's more. She also sent me these. And a couple of these I can even wear to work. We can't wear like logos and things on clothing unless it's library related. But I can get away with, well, let's see. First, she sent me a pen. I'm going to put some of these on my apron. Here. I have to do the focus thing again. Focus. Yeah, that's not focusing very well. But anyway, it says it's her Call Me Crafty Owl, channel member, proud supporter. This one, which it's got all the card sizes. Well, not all, but a lot. A2 and easel and Z-fold and shaker, slimline and gatefold. Then it says hashtag card maker at the bottom. And then these two, I'm having a crafty day, and let's get crafty. Those I can wear to work. So these I'm going to stick on my craft room apron. Just put them back in the envelope for now. I'm not going to put them back in that one. And then this is what, oh, she gave me a sticker too. This is what really put a crimp in my budget. I actually think I ordered, because there's a pre-order back in March. This is Desiree over at Include a Thank Yous. New release. She sent me a card. She always sends out a card thanking me for my purchase. This one reminds me of like Chinese lanterns over a patio. And I think I'm going to kind of copy this card, except do it like in all different colors. And just do something similar. It's white embossed. And this is from one of the new stamp sets that I'm about to show you. She also sent me 2 free cards to color or to shade with, aren't those pretty? She always includes a little tortillon. I think blending stumps are solid and tortillones are hollow. But anyway, she always sends you one with a little graphite pencil for shading. These are the stamp sets, and I absolutely love them. Sorry, I'm trying to get it in the frame here. It's so big. You have these little things. I can see these as hearts, as a kite, as some kind of little stingray or something in like a little ocean themed card. This one here reminds me of like starfish on a coral reef or something. You can also make them into flowers, just a lot of things. And she has always and forever, bloom where you are planted and celebrate every day. And I like the big sentiments there. That's called a Sunday tangle. Then we have, this one is Tangled Fragments. You have all these little round balls. You could make these, you could do all kinds of things with little pattern balls like this. Of course, the first thing that comes to mind is Christmas ornaments. But this one here, if you have a cat stamp, that could be a ball of yarn. Just all kinds of things. You could easily make a background with these. You could turn them into balloons for a birthday card, all kinds of stuff. This stamp here, you could do like a spotlight card where you just stamp it, stamp it in black, then cut out a piece of the image and color just that one section. Then when you put on the card, pop up that one section and put it back in place so it's popped up and you have that one colored piece. You could color just one or two of these, color the whole thing. You could leave the middle blank, color the middle and leave the wings blank. Just a whole lot you could do with this image. And this says, sending a hug, believe in yourself, and for all you do. And then this one, this is a tangled jewel. I love this. Again, you could do so many things with this. Cut out this center. And replace it with something. A friend of mine, Anthony, over at Anthony's Creative Classroom, I think. Anyway, he made these into little beehives and put bees on here. Fabulous. Desiree did some watercolors and shading so that this actually looked, it almost looked 3D, popped off the page. She had tons of ideas with these cards in her live not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before. So go over to Include a Thank You and find that video. She had tons and tons and tons of cards that she made using these stamp sets. Here's what I call the little Chinese lantern balls. Again, you could do a lot of things with these. Just use your imagination. Again, Christmas ornaments, balloons. I love them. It says, enjoy, Mom, it all and be beautiful. And then this one is Tangled Romance. This is, it's almost like two of those put together, kind of. But it's so pretty. This could be a fan, a flower, a kite, all kinds of things. That's why I like these sort of little abstract things. And again, hearts, flowers, just, it's just so cool. And this one says, my one and only, my love, my happily ever after. And that's that. Here I have to have a drink of tea because throat's getting a little scratchy. And I have one more thing. I got a card in the mail today. I am a member of Allie's Card Swaps over on Facebook. Allison Cope started this group, and I met her through Craft Roulette. Highly recommend, if you have not watched Craft Roulette, to find them on Friday evenings. I think, so at the beginning of Craft Roulette, they will show all the cards that people send in pictures of their cards, submit them from the week before. So I think around 7:10 p.m., something like that, Eastern time, they start showing those cards, and then around 7:30, 7:40, they start the actual live. So it's a lot of fun. Oh, isn't that lovely? And my swap pal this month is Melissa Havind. Beautiful card. So I don't know if she die cut or fussy cut these or what. Or if it's like, you know, ephemera from a pack, but that is really lovely. Oh, such a pretty, a lovely sentiment inside. And she signed it, Allie's April Pen Pal Swap. Love this. Oh, that's pattern paper with this gold in the background. Super pretty. So that's it for today. I hope this video turns out and that you all will actually see it. Anyway, thanks for watching, coming back on. Next time we're definitely going to make a project and not just me sitting here talking and you know, showing stuff I bought. And I really want to do something with Desiree's stamp set, so y'all might just see me doing a little bit of coloring this next time for a card. But anyway, thanks for coming back and watching me. Really, I do appreciate it. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.